What's up, guys? Back in the shop after taking on Lakeview Speedway with the Carolina Sprint Tour over the weekend. Track, super nice facility. Track had some issues just because they were expecting a lot of rain, so they ended up sealing over the track after practice the night before. Left a lot of guys like us searching for grip. Super dry, slick track. I need a lot more experience with tracks like that because it seems to be kind of run of the mill for tracks around here. So we were kind of searching for grip most of the night. As you can see, night didn't go quite as planned. I'll get into that a little bit later. First up, I'm going to show our practice session and then go into our heat race from there. Had a GoPro on the car, so give you guys some in-car cameras too. But other than that, I'll get back to you guys after that.
time, John Barnell, your leader. Dennis Woodward,
As you guys can tell from practice, track was super slick. Everybody was kind of searching around for any sort of grip that we could find. I really started learning a lot when Steve Cerniak got around me. Guy's a master at these dry slick tracks. After I started following his line, I felt like I picked up a lot of speed. I learned a lot, and I think we ended up 6th quick in our practice overall. We were faster than most of the late model guys out there. We made some setup changes going into our heat race, and felt like we learned a lot. After the pill draw, we ended up starting on the pole of our heat. Kind of got pinched down into the dust on the bottom of the track, which made me spin the tires. Couldn't get any grip going into turn 1. Had a couple pretty good starts because I think we had 3 or 4 restarts. But Vardell was able to get on the outside of me and kind of power around with momentum. Cerniak got around me too. I think I was able to learn a lot from him again, kind of getting my breaking points and figuring out how to basically use this track more as an asphalt track than what I'm used to. I felt like with my experience with outlaw carts and stuff, I was able to learn how to kind of search around for grip. There wasn't hardly any moisture on the track the whole night, so really just had to keep the power down and really roll through the turns. But we felt pretty confident after the redraw. We were starting 2nd row inside, so 3rd place. I felt like starting on the inside was pretty preferable. I knew we were pretty on par with most of the guys that were in front of us, and I had Cerniak starting on the outside of me, so I figured if anything, if he got out in front of me, just follow him, go power through the field, see what we could do. Only problem was we had put on a brand new right rear tire as the night started, and that was pretty much gone by the time our main event started. Thought we had enough tread to at least make it through, but you'll see in the camera from the different camera angles how that all turned out, and I'll talk some more after the main event.
As you see that open spot on the inside of that first row, the missing man, as we honor Jason Johnson on what would have been his birthday here. As the Carolina Sprint Tour gets ready to go with their 20 lapper tonight here at Lakeview Speedway.
right, so obviously not the night that we wanted. I'm okay. Really thankful for J&J Chassis for making a safe car. Bell Helmets, Simpson, everybody else that kept me safe. Thanks to the track crew for getting to me quick, and everybody else that helped out with that. I thought we had a pretty good car off the start. Cerniak got out in front of me, which was fine. Followed along with him, learned a lot. Started gaining on Vardell a little bit. I felt like we had a fast car, but unfortunately my right rear started going away on me. I'll show you guys some of the aftermath from all that. Ended up blowing a tire with about 5-ish to go. Pulled it back in. All the guys that helped me out, can't thank you enough. Craig Pellegrini, my dad, I'm not even sure who all helped me out, but thank you so much. Had a lot more grip on the car. I really felt like we'd be able to move up through the field after having some fresh tires on. Unfortunately, off the restart, a couple guys jumped, got into it. Everybody piled up in front of us. Nobody's fault really. Racing incident. Just I didn't have enough time to react. Ended up jumping over the car in front of me and went for a pretty hard tumble. I'm okay. A little sore still. Car not so much. But we're gonna try to rebuild. I think the chassis is okay, so that's a really good thing. Unfortunately, I'll show you the aftermath here, but most of the front end's pretty much destroyed. All of our wings are destroyed, so don't know if we'll make it back for the next race, but we should be back on track here soon. Okay, so first up, I want to show you the right rear that we ended up blowing. Track was way more abrasive than we thought it was going to be. So it just pretty much exploded on me going down the front stretch. Thankfully, the track officials were able to get everybody slowed down in time before anybody hit me. But we were able to put a new one on right before we went out and get back out there. And here's what we have left from the wing. Thankfully, that was on top though, and kind of cushioned my tumble there. Really happy for the guys that made these things. Wings Unlimited make some really good stuff. Really kept me safe out there. Could have been a lot worse. As for the car itself, yeah, our axle's not really held on by anything. Destroyed pretty much both shocks on the front. Anything that was bolt on pretty much snapped off, and thankfully I think the chassis is okay. We're going to start tearing down, figuring everything out. Wing posts are completely destroyed. Everything from belt, motor, back, it looks okay though, so we'll just keep working from there. Just to show you guys how abrasive the track was though, this tire right here was brand new. Didn't have a single lap on it going into the main event. And there is not much left on that thing, as you can see. Had some battle scars from our bad luck out at Sumter the last weekend, as you can see there. But yeah, we'll be back out on track hopefully soon. Just kind of got to assess all the damage that we have. But again, really thankful for the guys that made these cars, really safe for us, and thank you to the track crew for making sure that they got out there in time.